There's only one actor who has fought Ethan Hunt and John Wick. Mission Impossible and John Wick are two of the best modern action franchises, allowing Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves to showcase their leading man abilities in different ways. Although Cruise's series began almost 2 decades before Reeves, the franchises have collectively been examples of modern action spectacles for roughly the last decade. Mission Impossible and John Wick both push their stars to do more impressive practical action sequences, with Cruise relying more on big-scale, unbelievable set pieces, while Reeves commands the screen with intricately designed fights in shootouts. Cruise's Ethan Hunt has remained a daring spy who will risk his own life to save the lives of others, no matter how much danger that puts him in. Meanwhile, Reeves' John Wick has continued to work his way through the assassin underworld for a variety of vengeful reasons. They've wowed audiences with each new installment and villainous plot they've defeated, becoming more heroic every time. But how compelling they are is often enhanced by the foe they're up against. One lucky actor has had the privilege of fighting both Ethan Hunt and John Wick even. Across the 7, soon-to-be 8, Mission Impossible movies and the 4, soon-to-be 5, John Wick movies, audiences have seen some big-name actors step into the franchises as villains. Jon Voight, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Léa Seydoux, Henry Cavill, Sean Harris, and Issa Morales have all done it on the Mission Impossible side, while Common, Ruby Rose, Bill Skarsgård, Mark Dacascos, and others have been John Wick villains. Currently, actor Michael Nyqvist is the only actor who has been a villain in both franchises. He is best known for his role in the Swedish trilogy of The Girl with a Dragon Tattoo movies, but he's also challenged both Ethan Hunt and John Wick on different occasions. While there could be some overlap between the stunt performers or henchman actors in the various films, Nyqvist remains the only person who can say they were a main villain in Mission Impossible and John Wick. Nyqvist first got the challenge of being Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol's villain. His character, Kurt Hendricks, is the main antagonist of the 4th installment in Tom Cruise's franchise. He's responsible for the Kremlin bombing and nearly starting a nuclear war between Russia and the United States. This was only avoided because of the heroics of Ethan Hunt and his IMF team, but only after Michael Nyqvist's Mission Impossible villain got the chance to fight Tom Cruise in the final. 3 years after being Ghost Protocol's villain, Nyqvist was part of the cast of the first John Wick. He played Viggo Tarasov, a powerful Russian crime boss. Viggo played a key role in John Wick's life, bringing him aboard the Russian crime scene and orchestrating the impossible task that John had to complete to be free of the assassin life. It was years later that Viggo and John's lives crossed again when Viggo's son killed John's dog, setting off a deadly chain of events. In the end, Nyqvist's villain is left to fight Keanu Reeves by himself. Thanks to his villainous experience with Mission Impossible and John Wick, Michael Nyqvist is in a company all his own. He's the only actor to be a main villain in both franchises. The way the stories develop also means he's the only one who has fought both Ethan Hunt and John Wick. That's a notable achievement for Nyqvist and shows how great he is at occupying these Russian villain roles in major action franchises. Unfortunately for Nyqvist, neither of his villains made it out of their interactions with the franchise heroes alive. Ethan is indirectly responsible for Kurt Hendricks' death in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol's ending. Kurt jumps off a ledge to keep the case that can disarm the missile away from Ethan. While he survives the fall, technically he dies shortly after seeing Ethan stop his plan. John Wick stabs Viggo in the neck with a knife, making him one of John Wick's many victims. His demises are par for the course for most Mission Impossible and John Wick villains.